I be generous. LA to Virginia, I just sold my latest song. Japanese denim flying straight from Manopon. Rolling out to Durban, Marvel pudding with some prawn. Then I fly out to Miami and I'm eating like a don, huh? I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's $1 smoothie pass. I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's a biffa.
Ibiza. Yeah, it's pronounced Ibiza, actually. What's the difference, man?
Ibiza, Ibiza, you won't see me in neither. Invited to the function, I don't go, I got amnesia. I'd rather be in Vegas at the Caesars. My winter out in Josie, not in Bali, cause it's cheaper. Switch it up. From Africa, home of the diaspora. More than the trip around the globe, we just set the law. Travel like LeBron, I'm a traveling man. LAX out to Baltimore, then landed in France. Play some shows out in Germany, then bought in Japan. See these raps take me everywhere, I go where I can. That's the multi-pass, homie, I ain't bumping that, Brody. In New York, posted up like some Timberlands, homie. So I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's a biffa. I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's a biffa. Oh, you stay with it. In the same city. I done been around this world, you can't think with me. Oh, you a wannabe, I'm what they wanna be. A well-adjusted free thinker, that's autonomy. That means I make my own decisions, boy, what do you do? I could spend a week or two out in Honolulu. And I ain't got $1 billion, but I got a screw loose to the people that see the world just like the news do. While you stunting on the block, you can invest that money, get funded by some stocks. I'd rather make a punchline. Like you in the dark. But somehow we all prevail. By the time I was 17, man, I thought I'd be...
Here in the north, the Yaller horn is about to sound and send two teams to battle here at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Up next, it's our main event between the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings.
Man, I had to grow up. That's why I never asked for help. I'd do it for
Blake Groupie out and ready to send this away. And we're off from US Bank Stadium. His return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Wilson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So shaving away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd down, they need 7. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Look at that power, deep left side. That's complete inside the 35. He does it, touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 6-0 lead right away.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get the ball early. You're God in this defense.
Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Penix to the air to start us off.
If you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it means the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Penix on 1st down. Man downfield, and he finds London. And he's down to almost, nope, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Run it with Robinson from the pistol. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You want to drain some of the excitements of the noise from a home stadium? That's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Throwing from the pistol, Penix. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 16.
I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. We're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script, Brock. Test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. That one's caught by Mooney. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. They've got themselves a 1st and goal.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and goal. They're hoping for an opening drive touchdown. Robinson can't bypass that line. They stop him at the 3.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Penix working from the gun. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot.
And cut in the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons finish off their opening drive. Drake London with the touchdown. Blake Groupie to try the extra point. Pressure off left, and it's blocked.
Hey, Kate, how many times over the years have you seen an extra point miss like that, and you see the cameras pan over to, I don't know, Peyton Manning sitting on a bench, and the look of disgust he has, knowing the offense just drove down the field, did their job, and what should be an automatic and a given in this league turns out to get blocked.
their own 25-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. It's his running back. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
35-yard line.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. He's going deep this time. And that one falls incomplete. So it would have been a great catch. Still was a great effort. That brings up 2nd down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw drop. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
2nd and 10, McCarthy. Down he goes. The Falcons defense gets it done. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
Remember in our defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's incomplete left side. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. It was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30.
27-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He cuts it right. Still going inside the 35. And he will get this inside the 30.
Coming off that carry, I go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. On 1st down, here's Penix. Finds the in route complete. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you gotta imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. So they'll get to scheme about this 3rd down call for a bit. That brings us to the end of one. The Vikings have played to an early lead. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They've got 3rd and 2 to start out. Man in motion out of the slot. Carter trying the left side. They'll have the first down and even more. And he's denied the score as they finally get him down at the 1. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Falcons take a 2nd quarter lead. Groupie to try that point after. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. A give to Wilson up the middle. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He's going to push one deep down the right. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. McCarthy to throw it. Good strike downfield to Lane. Ryan Mann, he's in the clear. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings tie and can take the lead here in the 2nd. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings take the lead on that successful kick. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Play fake, Penix. Hits him on the out route. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. But that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
He fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Penix here from the gun. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And they're going to touch him down as they wind up with a nice gain on that play, and they got a new set of downs, too. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Throwing now on 1st down. Penix flushed out of the pocket. He can run it. And he's going to be hit and sent out after about a gain of 1 maybe 2 yards there.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you play the quarterback that can escape, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he can get the 1st down.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach the 2nd down. Motion man sent left. From the shotgun, Penix. Throw is caught. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. Trying one here with Robinson. And they fought their way through to stop him behind the line. It's going to be 4th now and less than a yard.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Tight end going in motion here. Fourth down, here's Penix. He's not going to get to the end zone to stop his maiden time at the 2, but hey, 4 more chances coming. They've got first and goal. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Minnesota spends its second timeout here. They're down to their final 1 in this half.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Here we go. I go. 19, Tiger, 19.
Yeah, this is going to be a false start on the offense here. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. The jumpiness backs him up. Now 6 to go on second down.
Here we go. Set. Back to 60. Back to 60. Take over.
Firing quickly is Penix, complete. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
So third down and about a yard ahead as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Sit tight, more coming your way from US Bank Stadium after this. Turned away from the goal line on the last snap. Need to make it 1 more yard here on third and goal. The tight end in motion now. Shotgun handoff to Carter. And he's going to make it in for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get some late points and the lead. Groupie adds the extra point. And the Falcons push their lead to 6. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
First and 10. It's McCarthy. Caught. Nice game left side. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings tie it in the final minute of the half. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10. They're going play fake with Penix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on these stud tight ends, that's big time.
They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Penix now on first down. Mooney downfield, and he has it. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him from the 31. They go play action. Here's Penix. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap. A give to Robinson. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Bring the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. We motion the tight end over. On first down, here's Penix. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Gets this one to London. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take the lead just before halftime. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Groupie's extra point is good. And the Falcons push their lead to 6. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He's stopped on the run back of the 27.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. He's got it inside the 25. He takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings tie it just before halftime. Knock this through, and they'll take a lead into the break. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings take the lead on that successful kick. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Has this at the 6. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Line up the design keeper. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our 2nd half. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
At their own 23-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting the half with Robinson. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice Nice quick correction for this front block. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Here's Penix to throw. To the right side and reeled in by London. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. They gain 11 on that play, and that's a Falcon first down.
11 on the play, and the Falcon first down.
Play action. Here's Penix. Finds him on the crossing route. On the move, past the 40. Racing down the left side. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
You know, Kit, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal. From the gun, it's Robinson. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go. Brock, they take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Law sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's second and goal. Again, it's Robinson. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. He'll get a couple, and now they face third and goal from the 6.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, third and goal. Motioning the tight end now. Now Penix on third and goal. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's first and 10. They'll run. It's Wilson. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break into white coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10.
Let's go. 65 cat.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Bring money up to a whole nother level. I don't know no better. When I got rich, bro, coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Third and long for him here. Cox, this is Lane. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Wilson on the give, headed left. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
That's much too high and out of the end zone, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So they'll be left with third and goal.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal.
Third and goal for McCarthy. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings grab the lead on their first series of the half. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to float toward it. And that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Okay, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
Here's McCarthy leading them to the line. They're going for 2.
The Vikings will line up.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he makes the catch. The 2-point conversion try is good.
It's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going
The
down.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. Too much lead on that throw. That ball's incomplete ahead of his target. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch, ball's incomplete.
For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of the gain of the 8. Third down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They moved the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
And that'll hit and get out of bounds. Left some meat on the bone with that one.
At their own 36-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's first and 10. They'll go from the gun with Wilson. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Let's go.
To the air on 3rd and long. McCarthy hit. He lost the football. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now they got to be special.
And that return's going to come to a close as we reach the end of our quarter. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Robinson to start the drive. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play. It does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Motioning one of the tight ends. Penix here from the gun. Finds him over the middle. Oh, this big guy is moving. And this will reach the red zone. He takes it down to the 17.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is he got to catch it first. But at the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
From the red zone on 1st. Escapes out to the left. He takes it himself. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Positive that effort. You didn't go backwards. You didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
2nd down now. They need 7. From the shotgun, Penix. Go right side, caught by Mooney. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. All right, going to take a moment here, Brock. We got an injured player on that snap, and it is Darnell Mooney who's getting looked at. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Let's go now.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons come through to tie it in the 4th. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s when we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Things going well so far. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy of midfield to start this drive.
And Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
brought down.
Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
60 Bisons, 70 Lions.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Throwing this one back of the end zone. And he's got it for the touchdown. But while they celebrate, back near the line, we've got a flag, Brock, in the neighborhood we usually see holding. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. They'll run here following the penalty. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 4th-quarter lead.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
McCarthy's going to look to throw this. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it and see if you can be successful again? They do, and they are.
And I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more. Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Play fake. Penix. Man downfield, and he finds London. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. They get 22 out of that play. And that is good enough for Atlanta. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Robinson on the inside give. And he gets a few on the punch forward.
He'll expect more from himself in those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 is a 1st down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Another carry for Robinson. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
This game has evolved so much over the years, but there's just certain times, there's certain moments, some flashes of greatness like that you see Dick Butkus, that you see Jack Lambert, that you see Mike Singletary. These middle linebackers stuffing a run. This guy in particular, like the greats used to do.
And they take him down right along the 30. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
There's no question. The greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Falcons down by 7. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going play fake with Penix. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got 2nd down.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
He'll look to throw it. He'll try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Seventh play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Looking to throw it. That's caught for the first. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Here's Robinson up the middle. So much for finishing things on the ground. He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Here he is to throw. And Willie, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Here he is to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
You only get so many chances to make this type of play for your team. Boy, you'd love to see him come through there.
The deficit is 7, so they have to convert here on 4th down. Desperation time here. And a completion not in the cards on that 4th and goal. They passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with none.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Oh, man, nothing from him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. They're drawing up for him. So it's a win for the Vikings. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy.